I didn't grow up with cable, so I'm watching Simpsons for the first time in 2025, starting with the very first episode, the Christmas special. I thought it was good. It introduces us to all the main characters. One in particular that is good is the characterization of Homer as someone who is very clearly dumb and incompetent, but ultimately really cares a lot for his family.
I love you, Marge.
Oh, you tell me that all the time.
That's not something I would have expected just from what I've absorbed from popular culture. My favorite joke of the episode is...
Maggie is walking by herself? Lisa got straight A's, and Bart, well, we love Bart. The magic of the season.
I'm watching The Simpsons for the first time, and next up is the episode Bart the Genius. Coming off the Christmas special, I was surprised by the violence Homer shows to Bart at the beginning and end of the episode. However, I thought the middle chunk was pretty sweet. Much more of an emotional episode than a funny one. But my favorite joke was...
Oh no, ties.
Don't worry, son. You can have mine. Here, let me show you how to put on a tie. The hook goes over the top, and these things go in there.
Thanks, Dad.
I continue to watch The Simpsons for the first time, and next up is the third episode, Homer's Odyssey. It's pretty bold of Matt Groening to have Homer try to kill himself in the third ever episode. But this episode also paints Homer in a pretty favorable light that I did not expect, where at the end he stands up for his belief and outwits Mr. Burns to secure a better job. It's pretty dark, but my favorite joke is...
Oh, looks like young Simpson is going to kill himself.
No, maybe not. Maybe he's just taking his boulder for a walk.
Oh.
I continue to watch The Simpsons for the first time, and next up is the fourth episode, There's No Disgrace Like Home. Here we see this push and pull of love and hate that passes between each member of the family, really psychoanalyzed. This isn't any old suburban family, it's The Simpsons. But when they finally came together in the end, I found it really sweet. My favorite joke is...
What are they doing?
They're having a conversation. They actually enjoy talking to each other.
I wish I could hear what they're saying.
Papa, I believe I heard some rustling in the bushes.
I did too.
Better get the gun.
Where's he going?
Probably to get the old man his pipe and slippers.
I continue to watch The Simpsons for the very first time, and next up is episode 5, Bart the General. Again, I find the parts where the familial bond is really strong to be the most enjoyable, like when Bart sticks up for Lisa after they've been bickering. My favorite joke is...
If you get the chance, get him right in the family jewels. That little doozy's been a Simpson trademark for generations. Remember the family jewels, son.
Dear advertisers, I am disgusted with the way old people are depicted on television. The following is a list of words I never want to hear on television again. Number 1, bra. Number 2, horny. Number 3, family jewels.
Hi, Grandpa.
The next episode in my first time Simpsons marathon is Moaning Lisa. I thought this episode was pretty light on jokes, but a really great episode dealing with big, serious ideas about depression, generational trauma, and finding meaning in life. How each of the parents choose to help Lisa in their own ways I thought was sweet. My favorite joke is...
I'm just wondering, what's the point? Would it make any difference at all if I never existed? How can we sleep at night when there's so much suffering in the world?
Well, come on, Lisa, ride the Homer horsey. Giddy up, whee!
The next episode in my first time Simpsons marathon is The Call of the Simpsons. One of the weakest episodes so far, but it still has its moments. I really liked the contrast in how each family member deals with being trapped in the wilderness, each of which was pretty funny, especially Maggie getting adopted by a family of bears. My favorite joke, however, is...
Why, that's my husband. His name isn't Bigfoot. His name is Homer.
What does it eat?
Well, I suppose pork chops are his favorite.
The next episode in my first time Simpsons marathon is The Telltale Head. It's a decent episode with a good life lesson about peer pressure and fitting in. All the stuff with the town in mourning I thought was pretty funny. But my favorite joke has to be...
So, like, sometimes you could do stuff that you think is pretty bad so other kids will like you better?
You're not talking about killing anyone, are you?
No.
Are you?
No.
Then run along, you little scamp. A boy without mischief is like a bowling ball without a liquid center.
Next up is Life on the Fast Lane, the 9th episode of The Simpsons. A truly great episode. Like Moaning Lisa, this is not a fun-filled episode, but one with serious topics of infidelity and the true meaning of love. It really rounds out both Marge and Homer as characters, where he provides that initial push of dissatisfaction, and then the remorse he feels as Marge starts to drift away from him. At one point, it seems like he'd be willing to let her go for her happiness because he cares about her. Marge is also shockingly not framed as the bad guy here. Instead, her actions are seemingly rational. The moral dilemma she faces is complex. And when the ending hits where she runs to him at the power plant, it's so good. Again, not a ton of jokes here, but the funniest I thought was...
First, you must get to know your lane. Feel the slickness, feel the certainty finish. Caress it. Experience it. Quite smooth, isn't it, Marge?
Oh, very smooth.
Smooth?
Yes, very.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Smooth.
Smooth?
Yes.
Yes. You could eat off of it.
Next up is Homer's Night Out, the 10th episode of The Simpsons. In stark contrast to the prior episode where Marge has a full-on affair, Homer dances with one exotic dancer and is kicked out of the house. Not to be sexist, but it feels strange how similar these events are, yet how differently they are treated. It did have some good jokes, though. My favorite being...
Lady, where's my spy camera? Where's my spy camera?
Every
Where's
day
my
for
spy
the
camera,
last
lady?
6 months.
Where is
It
my
was my
spy camera? Where's my spy camera?
Where's my spy camera? Here's your stupid spy camera.
Oh, thanks, man.
Next up is The Crepes of Wrath, the 11th episode of The Simpsons. Bart really goes through hell this episode. A lot of misery in this one. The contrast of Homer finding a better son was kind of funny, but mostly I just felt bad. My perception of Bart at this point is that while he is a troublemaker, ultimately he is a good kid who doesn't deserve these months of torture. The best joke, I thought, was...
I'm so stupid. Anybody could have learned this dumb language by now. Here I've listened to nothing but French for the past 2 mois. Et je ne sais pas un mot. Eh? Mais je parle français maintenant. Incroyable!
Next up is Krusty Gets Busted, the 12th episode of The Simpsons. Another great episode, plenty of funny moments, and an engaging whodunit. That, like any great mystery story, you have the ability to solve it yourself before it is even spelled out to you by the characters. The best joke by far is...
Send in the clowns. So, Simpson, which one is it?
Well, if the crime is making me laugh, they're all guilty.
No, which one is the robber?
Oh, definitely number...
Simpson! Simpson!
4.
Next up is Some Enchanted Evening, the final episode of Season 1 of The Simpsons. Originally, it was supposed to be the pilot episode, but was scrapped and redone due to its more cartoony style of animation. And that's probably the most interesting thing about the episode. It is pretty underwhelming and meh otherwise. I guess the best joke would have to be...
The Simpsons? Lady, you've got to be kidding. Rubber baby, buggy bumper babysitting service.
Hello, this is Mr. Samson.
Did your wife just call a second ago?
No, I said Samson, not Simpson.
Thank God. Those Simpsons, what a bunch of savages. Especially that big ape father.
Oh,
Actually, the Simpsons are neighbors of ours, and we found them to be a quite misunderstood and underrated family.